Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. So guys, let's make this drape dress together. So I'll start by taking my half length measurement. My half length measurement is 17 inches, so I'm using 16 inches for this half length. So I want my half length to go up a little, but you can actually use your normal half length. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and connect these lines together. I added half an inch for joining allowance, so making it 16.5. So from my shoulder I'll come down by 11 inches. This will be my armhole. So my normal armhole is 8 inches because this shirt or this dress is cut together and free, so that's why I'm using 11 inches. Now I'll go ahead and connect the dots together. Next thing I'll do now is to go ahead and take my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 15. From that point right there, I will take my sleeve measurement and add 2 inches for hemming allowance. Turn up. So I'll go ahead and check the measurement I have here. I have 18.5. So at my armhole line, I'll mark the 18.5 right there. Then I'm going to just extend this line a little bit, then connect my armhole together just like this. So from this line right here, which is the half length, I will take my waist measurement and add 5 inches for the pleat. So from this 5 inches, I'll connect from my armhole down to that 5 inches, just as you see me do, just like this. So guys, I'm drafting out the back pattern first. Okay, so this pattern I'm drafting out for the back. Now go ahead and take my neck measurement. So the width I'm using for this neck is 3 inches for the width, and for the depth I'm using 1 inches for the depth. So after marking it out, I'll just go ahead and use my curve ruler to connect them together. So for my shoulder slant, from this point right here, I'll come down by 1 inches and use my ruler and connect from my neckline down to the 1 inches I marked down. So this is for my shoulder slant. So guys, this pattern I'm drafting out is for the back. Okay, so I'll use this pattern paper to cut out the front. Now I'll go ahead and take the front neck depth. Okay, so I'm using 3 inches for the front neck depth. So after that, I'll cut it out. At the shoulder, I added half an inch for joining allowance. So I'm just marking out my half an inch and then connect them together. Now this is the fabric I'll be using. Okay, so I'm going to open it and fold my fabric into two. So my fabric is on fold. Now place my pattern paper like this and pin it down, and then use this pattern paper to cut it out. So this is the back half length. Okay, So I'll be using this back pattern paper to cut out the front fabric. So after cutting it out, I will split the front fabric into two from the center. So I'm splitting it because the front of this dress has button. Now I'll go ahead and split this front into two from the center. Okay, because it has button at the front, so I have to split it into two, but the back fabric has no split, it has no opening. So guys, now I have two pieces for the front. For the back I have one piece. So guys, I'm done with the half length. Now let's move on to the down part, which is the skirt. So I'm going to minus my half length away from my full length. So the half length I used was 16 inches, so I'll minus 16 inches away from 43 inches, which is my full length. So I'll place my tape like this. From 16 inches downward, I'll mark 43 inches plus 1 inches for hemming allowance. So I'll do the same thing right here as well. I'll mark 43 inches and then add 1 inch. So I'll just go ahead and connect it like this, making a straight line. So guys, this down part is just the normal basic skirt. Okay, now I'm just marking out my hemming allowance. Now I'll go ahead and take my waist measurement. My waist measurement is 8.5. I'll mark it right there without adding allowance. So I'll come down from my waist down to my hip line. I'll mark my hip line right here. So I just extend this line right here. Now I'll place my hip measurement. My hip measurement is 11.5. I'll mark it right there without allowance, and then I'll come over to my full length measurement. I'll also mark my knee measurement. Now I'll go ahead and connect from my waist down to my hip, just like this, using my curve ruler, and from my hip down I'll connect to meet my full length. So this is just basic skirt pattern. Okay, now from my full length I will go up by 10 inches. That will serve as my knee line. So this is my hip line, my waist, my knee line, and my full length. So I added half inches at the waist for journey. Now I'll go ahead and cut it out. So I'll be cutting two pieces of this pattern paper. Okay, this pattern paper I'll be cutting two pieces. So one of the pattern paper will be for the front and the other will be for the back. So there will be no zip allowance for the back pattern paper. Okay, so I'll use it to cut out another pattern paper like this, exactly the same measurement and the same shape. So guys, I've cut it out. So I'll extend these lines to the other pattern paper. So guys, because this skirt has no side stitches, so I'm going to join the two sides together like this, which is the back and the front. So I'll tape it down. So this side right here is the front side, and the other side is the back side. So I'll place the two sides together like this. Now I'll go ahead and use my masking tape to tape it down to close it up together like this. So when I get to the hip, I won't be able to close up my side again, so I'll have to split the hip line open. So this is the center front and this is the center back. Okay, now I'll come over to the center front. From the hip line, I'm going to split the hip line open, so I'll just cut it down to the center side, just like this. So I'm splitting the center front open, not the back. So once I get to the middle point like this, I'll stop so that I'll be able to close up my side. So with the help of this opening at the hip line, I'll be able to close up my side pattern paper like this. Okay, so I'll just close it and tape it down. So guys, after doing that, now I'll go ahead and just use my ruler to make a slant line from the center front down to the back. My split will stop at the knee line. So after taping, the back and the front are now together as one. So I'm just ruling a slant line from the center front down to the back center, just like this. Okay, so these lines that I'm just ruling, so these are the lines I'm going to split open or cut open for my pleat. Okay, so after ruling, then I'll go ahead and just cut it down from the center front down to the center back. Okay, so the opening is from the center front. Now I went ahead and spread it on my fabric. Okay, the space in between them are 2 inches. If you want more pleat, you can spread it more, and my fabric is folded into two, is unfold. So I added half an inch at the back right here and half an inch at the front. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. So as you can see, I added half an inch for allowance, just to be on the safer side. So after cutting it out, I went ahead and used my chalk just to mark like this. So with this will serve as a guideline. So it will also serve as a guideline where I will pleat on. Okay, so I'll just notch it right here because this fabric is folded into two. So I want the notch to be at the other fabric as well, because this fabric is folded into two, so it will be very easy for me to indicate and pleat.